வணக்கம் நண்பர்களே, இது உங்கள் வைரவ பழனிசாமி. நம்ம யூபிஎஸ்சி சிவில் சர்வீஸ் எக்ஸாம் 2026 ப்ரிலிமினரி எக்ஸாமோட ஒரிஜினல் கொஸ்டின்ஸ், எஸ்பெஷலி தி ஜெனரல் ஸ்டடீஸோட கொஸ்டின் பை கொஸ்டின் அண்ட் டீடைல்டு சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் வந்து பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கோம். இது வரைக்கும் 3 எபிசோடு பார்த்துட்டோம். ஸோ ஒரு எபிசோடில் 10 கேள்விகள் மட்டும் தான் பார்க்க முடியுது. ஏன்னா அதுவே ஒரு 15-20 நிமிஷம் ஆயிடுது. ஸோ இது 4வது எபிசோடு. வாங்க பார்க்கலாம். 31st question. Consider the following statements with reference to India's response to climate change. India's long-term low emission development strategy, that is LTLED, is a crucial tool for achieving net zero emissions by 2070. India's fourth biennial update report, that BUR4, submitted 2024, recorded around 8% decrease in greenhouse gas emissions in 2020 over 2019. The climate resilient development necessarily depends on quick and short-term achievement of emission reduction targets. Which of the following relationships among the above statement is or true? So, the statement 1 is empirically supported. Statement 2. The statement 3 contradicts approach implicit statement 1. The statement 1 and the statement 3 together established premise a long-term sustainability. So the correct answer is 1 only, 2, 1 and 2, 2 and 3 and 3. So answer is D, that is both 1 and 2. Statement 1, that is it's empirically supported by the statement 2. And statement 3 contradicts the approach implicit statement 1. Let's see the explanation. The per statement factual check. Statement 1 is true, and LTLED submitted COP 2027 in November 27 is a formal long-term framework of 2017 net zero pledge, and statement 2 is also true. And BUR4 submitted in 2024 report 7.93 decline CSE emissions in 2020 or 2019 attributable largely COVID-19 lockdown. Statement 3 factually incorrect and framed as per IPCC AR6 and UNFCCC framing climate resilient development pathways CRDPs and CRD in a long-term adaptability equality centered. So it does not necessarily depend on the quick and short-term emissions. So relationship logic and relationship 1 supported by and 2 is wrong. So one of the COVID-induced tip cannot be empirically validate the LT framework and post 2020. Okay, so this is like very tough to understand and then make a correct deciphering the answer. But so there are contradicting answers, but UPSC has given 1 and 2. So let's see 32nd question. With respect to Western Hollock Gippons, which of the following statement is or true? A sanctuary in Northeast India is the home of ape species listed as endangered in the International Union for Conservative Nature (IUCN) Red List. They have specialized bronchiation and can easily swing between trees. They possess a strong and heavily built like gorillas and yet to remarkable agile tree climbers. So what are the true statement? So we'll go directly to the answer, that is 1 and 2 is like the sanctuary, that is right, and they have specialized bronchiation and can easily swing between the trees. So first 2 statements are true. So this is not true. Let's see the explanation. The Western Hollock Gippon, that Hollock or Hollock, is found in Hollongapar Gippon Wildlife Sanctuary in Assam and other northeastern forest. It's a listed endangered in the IUCN Red List. Validating statement 1. Gippons are the supreme brachyators of primate world. Their elongated 4 limbs and then ball back socket wrist let them swing through canopies at long speed, and confirming statement 2. They are small, lightweight, lesser apes, 6 to 9 kg, and nothing like heavy built gorillas, statement 3, which is therefore wrong. So answer 1 and 2, that is what B is the answer. So B is the answer. Very, very detailed understanding is needed for these type of questions. So 33rd question. Which of the following best explains the rationale for protecting mangrove ecosystem in context of climate resilience? 1. Mangrove reduce tidal energy and store fresh water, making them ideal sites for paddy cultivation in saline estuaries belts. 2. Their salt-sensitive root filters seawater, making mangrove key converting coastal land into freshwater aquaculture zone. 3. By withstanding tidal surges and offering biomass resources, mangroves function both natural bioshields and livelihood base for rural communities. Right? So these two are wrong directly. So this is only D. So this is by withstand. This is only correct answer to direct. By withstanding tidal surges, offering biomass resources, mangrove function both as natural bioshield and livelihood basis for rural communities. Let's see the explanation. Mangroves are halophytes adapted to saline tidal mudflats. They are nematophores and stilt roots dissipate wave and tidal energy trap sediment, but they neither store fresh water nor site suitable for paddy. Statement 1 is wrong. Their roots tolerate not filter out, so salt create freshwater aquaculture zone. Statement 2 is also misconception. Statement 3 correctly captures a dual climate resilience rationale. Mangroves serve as a natural bioshield against cyclones, tidal surges, and proven 1919 Odisha and 2004 tsunami. It's very, very well known, especially in Tamil Nadu areas, and provide fuel, wood, honey, fisheries, and ecotourism livelihood. Hence, only third is correct. Very clear. The next question, the question number 34. In what ways does Willingham International Seaport represent structural shift in India's maritime trade and logistic policy? Number 1, by functioning exclusively as a domestic cargo hub to reduce reliance on coastal shipping and eliminate need for foreign collaborations. 2, by focusing primarily on passenger cruise tourism and heritage shipping, increase Kerala's profile in maritime heritage destination. It's wrong. And third, by leveraging natural deep drift strategic location, reduce dependence on foreign transit shipment ships and enhance revenue retention and reposition India's maritime trade. Right? So again, the first two are wrong because it's not like that, domestic cargo, and here it is there is no tourism. It is only third is the answer. Correct? By leveraging its natural deep draft and strategic location to reduce dependence on foreign transshipment ports, enhance revenue retention and reposition in regional maritime trade. So it's third is the correct answer. Let's see the explanation. Willingham International Seaport in Thiruvananthapuram, commissioned in 2024 and operated by Adani Ports and India's first dedicated container transshipment port. It's a 20-meter natural drift and location just 10 nautical miles from international east-west shipping lane, allow to handle ultra ULCV, right, claiming India's transshipment cargo currently routed through Colombo, Singapore, and Salah, retaining freight revenue domestically. It is neither purely domestic hub, rejecting 1, and cruise, that is also rejecting 2, and only statement captures its strategic structural shift, and answer is D. Right? Now, next question, 35th question. Identify the river of the Indian subcontinent on the basis of the information. It has an antecedent drainage system. It flows through 3 countries. It originates in Tibetan Plateau. It's an important river for irrigation. It does not form distributaries. Brahmaputra, Indus, Sutlej, Tista. It's very, very clear. It's a very direct question. Its answer is Sutlej. So we will see the explanation. What the explanation says. So the correct answer is Sutlej, and it is an antecedent river of Himalayan drainage system originating in the Tibetan plateau near Rakshatal Manasarovar region. It flows through China, that is Tibet, India, and Pakistan, making three countries in clue fit. And it is also a major irrigation river, especially because of Bakranangal system canal in Punjab, and the key eliminator in the last clue that it does not form distributary. That's 101% it's true. Then Brahmaputra forms a multiple channels of distributaries. Indus forms a delta and distributaries in Arabian Sea. So T star does not origin in Tibet or flow through the countries. So answer is Shatledge. It's very clear, direct. Then 36th question. Which are the following reference to Indian state are not correct? See the not correct. Uttar Pradesh shares a boundary with the highest number of Indian states. Rajasthan shares longest international border among all Indian states. Sikkim is the only state shares a boundary with just one Indian state. So here, so this is not correct answer. 213. 213, it's very clear. So let's see the explanation. Uttar Pradesh shares a boundary with 8 states: Uttarakhand, HP, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Rajasthan, then Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Chandigarh, and Jharkhand and Bihar, plus Union Territory, Delhi. The highest among the Indian states. Assam comes with an 7, and the statement 1 is correct, right? The Rajasthan does not share longest international border, its West Bengal shares, right? Fine. Then the set, so this is 2 is also incorrect. Then Sikkim borders only the West Bengal among Indian states, and then not only West Bengal, in Meghalaya also it borders, so and Assam also. Okay, and it borders only one state, that is Assam. Hence statement 3 also incorrect. So 213, it is C is the correct answer. That is a not correct answer. So it is a correct. Let's see 37th question. Which are the following statement regarding arrival of armor falcons in Doeng Lake? Doeng Lake in Nagaland each year from Mongolia are correct. It showcases, that first point, showcases how sustained local conservation efforts can contribute to arrival and protection of international migratory birds. Number 2, it reflects a global success of advanced tracking technologies that guide migratory bats back to their stopover sites. 3, it confirms the Amur falcons have adopted a permanent residuary in India due to favorable habitat change. Very, very simple here. First 2 are definitely wrong, and only 3 is the, correct. So this is, third one is wrong, and second one definitely wrong, because there is no advanced tracking technology we have, and this is not a favorable habitat change. Okay, both are wrong, only first statement. So let's see the answer. 1 only, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1, but answer is, answer is 1 only. Answer is 1 only. So it showcases how sustained local conservation efforts can contribute the arrival and protection of international migratory birds. Now we'll see that explanation. Hummer falcons undertake one of the world's longest migration breeding in southeast Siberia, Mongolia, northern China, and roosting lakes in Doeng Lake, Nagaland, every October-November, en route to southern Africa. The community of Pangti and surrounding villages transformed the hunters to protect after 2012, making Nagaland the falcon capital of the world. The textbook case of local conservation enabling international migratory birds protection. The statement 1 is correct. The arrival of driven by innate migration gives habitat suitably, not a tracking technology. It's wrong. And falcons remain transit migrants, never permanent resident. So that is also wrong. So only first statement is true. 38th question. Which among the following are the objectives of the Rain-Fed Area Development RAD, Initiative of National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture NMSA? So number 1, encourage monoculture in rain-fed areas. Number 2, increase rice cultivation in irrigated region. ఈ రెండుమే both are wrong definitely. Then enhancing productivity and minimizing climatic risk through integrated farming system IFS. This is only true. So let's see the codes. So one only, one and two, two and three, and three only. So the answer is three only. As I told, it is only, it enhances productivity and minimizing climatic risk through integrated farming system. So that's only right statement. So let's see the explanation also. The Rainfed Area Development RAD, component of National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture NMSA, launched in 2014-15, promotes integrated farming system combining crops with horticulture, livelihood, fisheries, agroforestry, apiculture to enhance productivity, diversify incomes, and minimize climatic risk for rain-fed farmers. It explicitly discourages the monoculture, rejecting one, and targeted its rain-fed, not in irrigated rice areas of rejecting two. Only statement 3 captures the stated objective. So it's very, very clear, direct answer, right? And 39th question. Which of the following is our most significant implications of obtaining OTEC text, OK text classification of Airy silk in global textile industry? It one, it allows Indian exporters to complete high-end market that prioritize chemical-free products. Number two, it confirms Airy silk meets international safety, environmental and quality standard, enabling its entry into premium ecosystem, eco-conscious market. So correct answer, in my feeling, this is also not there. So no, this is there. First one is right and second one also right. I think both. Let's see the choices. The choices are one only, two only, both one and two, and both neither one and two. So the answer is both one and two. It's a direct. Both are true. Both are true. So I'll read it again. So it allows Indian exporters to compete in a high-end market that prioritizes chemical-free products. It confirms that Aries silk meets international safety, environmental, and quality standards, enabling its entry into premium eco-conscious markets. Right? Let's see the explanation. OCO-TEX standard 100 certification confirms that a textile is tested free of harmful substances against a globally harmonized criteria catalog. And for Eri silk, the eco-friendly peace silk, the Assam reared without killing a silkworm, and the classification secured by Central Silk Board Eri Silk 2023-24 validates compliance with international safety, environmental and quality benchmarks, opening doors to premium eco-conscious EU and US market where chemical residue are a barrier. Both statements describe complementary trade and standard and benefits. It's correct. Both statements are correct. So in this episode, we'll see the last question because it's like we'll not see more than we'll just keep only 10 questions. That is 40th question. Ships from which of the following countries have to cross the Strait of Hormuz and reach out the ocean? Bahrain, Syria, Qatar, and Egypt. So it's very, very, very clear. It is only Bahrain and Qatar. Syria is in west, Egypt in somewhere else. So let's see 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3, and 3 and 4. The correct answer is 1 and 3. 1 and 3. So it's very, very clear and it's not a deal. Okay, so let's see what that explanation gives. It's a West Asia crisis, so this is a question in this format, very simple. The Strait of Hormuz connects the Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman in the Arabian Sea. The countries whose maritime traffic must transit Hormuz, reach out Indian Ocean are those bordering Persian Gulf are Bahrain, Qatar, and Kuwait, Iraq, and the UAE mostly, and Saudi Arabian eastern coast, and Iran. So Syria's coast lies in the eastern Mediterranean, and Egypt is maritime access is the Suez and Mediterranean Red Sea. So needs Hormuz, hence Bahrain and Qatar, correcting, giving the correct answer. So let's see if I can really show a map. Let's see. No, I could not really take it. So thank you very much for listening, and we'll come up with the 5th episode in the next one. So thank you very much.
வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தா லைக் பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட் பண்ணுங்க, பெல் ஐக்கன் பிரஸ் பண்ண மறந்து போயிடாதீங்க. அப்பதான் நாங்க போஸ்ட் பண்ற வீடியோவோட நோட்டிபிகேஷன் உங்களுக்கு வரும்.